because that kid fought his ass off.
Fought hard, man.
All right, who's ready for the headliner of the undercard? And let's get this energy going. Making his way on the page, Mr. Sam Gaffney.
And now, making his way to the blue corner, we have the high-altitude martial arts product, Sam Gaffney. Sam Gaffney is sporting a 1-0 mixed martial arts record. He does have multiple kickboxing fights on his resume. He most recently won in his MMA debut with a third-round TKO back in February. The Psycho Saiyan is 22 years old, coming out of Aurora, Colorado. Some of his training partners coming into this camp were Carlos Valadez, Eli Weiss, as well as Tatsuro Tara. Sam started training more than a decade ago too, Josh, which is absolutely crazy. You know, he's only 22 years old. Started training at a ripe 12 years of age.
12 years old.
The old Conor McGregor, 12 years of age. But I really love the way that Sam describes his style. He says that it's poetry in motion.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
This is poetry in motion, and fighting is in his blood, but he likes to get in and out. So, you know, that also to me tells me that he's had some very nuanced mental approaches being put forth onto him from those likes of your Corey Sandhagens of the world. Making his way to the red corner, we have Andrew Peltier. Peltier is 19 years old himself. He's coming out of Colorado Springs, fighting out of Victory MMA. He picked up his first victory in the mixed martial arts cage for us last August with a first-round knockout. He's going to be cornered tonight by Gilbert Smith, the former RFA world champion and veteran of the Ultimate Fighter, as well as Justin Campos. One of his main training partners for this fight was one of our former champions here at Colorado Combat Club, in Elijah Swift-Smith. He is also a Colorado Freestyle Greco state champion, but in a contradictory fashion, his favorite fighter, Platinum Mike Perry.
Platinum, let's go. How can you not?
Again, a couple of really young kids who are diversely skilled in their martial arts backgrounds, who are out there ready to put on a show for the fans to see. We say we want to thank all of you so much for tuning in. This is the final bout of our comments from the Peanut Gallery undercard here tonight.
This is your headliner for the undercard. Introducing to you first, fighting out of black parties in the blue corner. He weighed in at a ready 135.8 pounds. He comes to us with a perfect record of 1 win and no defeats. He represents high-altitude martial arts. Ladies and gentlemen, I get you, Mr. Sam Gaffney! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at a ready 134.2 pounds. He also comes to us with a perfect record of 1 win and no defeats. He represents Victory MMA. All the way to Colorado Springs. Ladies and gentlemen, I get you, Mr. Andrew Peltier!
Third man in the cage for this final bout of our undercard, Yoel Ojeda.
Big head kick to start off.
Peltier with the black and red victory trunks. Gaffney with the black and white dethrones. Couple of vicious kicks trading back and forth between these two young fighters.
Ooh! Big head kick from Gaffney. Starting to see a welt on Peltier's stomach from that body kick thrown by Gaffney. These guys are ripping kicks.
On each side, they are ripping away. See that high guard employed by Sam Gaffney. Spinning back fist attempt there from Peltier. Now, we can't throw the elbow with this, so, you know, at times we see it where an injury will come into play, especially because you have to try to find the fist as opposed to using the elbow. You find a hard point of the body, you know, you throw that spinning back fist and the blade of the forearm hits off of the elbow. So something that, you know, within the amateur ranks, they definitely have to be a little bit more cognizant of because you can't throw that elbow.
Big shot and a takedown by Andrew Peltier.
Peltier works to settle position here in half guard. A minute left here in this first round.
Gaffney doing a good job, not staying on his back, getting to a hip, trying to use the cage to stand up. We have Peltier taking his back now, throwing in a boot.
He's in a good position to start working up, though. He does have that left knee down, and he does have space.
Yeah.
Now we're starting to see that wrist right coming through on the other side from Peltier. Kind of takes away that opportunity now.
Want to keep fighting those hands. Good first round, good first round.
Strong first round from both fighters. Really even affair on the feet. If we're given a slight edge there, just by the finish of that first round with a takedown and the position on the back, you would think that there might be a slight edge on the cards there to Peltier.
Yeah.
But again, we're just talking over here. We're just a couple of knuckle draggers.
Just a couple of knuckle draggers out here watching some fights.
I didn't see her. I didn't see her there. I was gonna say I got her name at the video.
And we see Sam Gaffney getting his arms rubbed out over there by Coach Robin Salisbury. Both guys coming from two big camps here in Colorado. We have Victory MMA, who's really kind of established themselves as the flagship program down there in Southern Colorado and Colorado Springs. And then naturally, high altitude martial arts and elevation fight team has been a staple globally for quite some time now. You got Peltier securing the takedown.
Path of least resistance here. Why stand up and take a chance?
Yeah, I mean, when you're talking, you know, you've got a championship background in wrestling. Why not use it against a guy whose best weapons are all on the feet?
Mm-hmm.
Looking to run that front headlock choke series here. But now with his legs back on the other side, it's going to be tough to be able to secure a submission.
This is the time you want to bail out on that.
Yeah, I got to bail, try to recollect the guard here if you're Peltier. But if you're Gaffney, you also you missed the opportunity momentarily there.
Oh, wait, he snuck in both legs. You want to see Peltier get his hips to the side. Finishing straight off your back is going to be very, very difficult.
Definitely. Like to see him get to that left hip and start crunching that left elbow down to the knee. He's kind of pulling as he's trying to finish.
Yeah.
When you try to pull on a guillotine, more times than not, you're creating space for them to be able to breathe. And especially when you're not able to get onto that hip. Leg lock entry here from Peltier from the bottom. Josh, if you're Sam, how are you looking to try to get out of this here?
You want to clear your knee from the center line here, how his knee is in between both Peltier's legs. You want to try and pull that knee out. Once you get that knee out, you're home free, safe. But he's doing a good job here, sitting back on the leg. Got to be careful, though, because Peltier's legs are in a position where he could switch to a triangle. But we're out.
But just like that, though, Josh, a point that if it continued there, I was going to bring up, when you are playing for some of those leg lock entry positions, there is the chance that your face is left wide open for ripe ground and pound opportunities, and that's where Sam was able to land a strike to create a scramble and get himself back to his feet here. And then now we have Gaffney on top after securing the takedown in the guard of Peltier.
Last 10 seconds of the round.
And a back and forth affair in the second round. Now, this is one where, we have to give a shout out to our matchmaker and having a third bout in a row that is going down to the wire here in the third round. Shout out to Rick Garcia.
Gertzie, we said it last week as well when we were at the Muay Thai fights. The matchmaking is phenomenal. We do not see a mismatch here, rarely if at all. And we have good competitive fights every single time out.
Absolutely, absolutely. Josh, as we enter into this third and final round, if you are coming from that red corner, if you are Gilbert Smith, what are you looking for from Andrew Peltier to try to lock in this third round?
I say stick with our wrestling. Let's be concise on what we're doing on the ground. We're choosing position over submission.
And what are the keys to victory here in the third round for Sam?
For Sam, I think honestly it could be 1-1. I think he needs to do a really good job at sprawl and brawling here. Not saying he can't hang on the ground. He showed that he can, but I think with how smooth he looks on the feet, his best chances are is to pick him apart standing up.
And we know that Sam can definitely go strong late into the fight. His victory in his debut a couple of months ago was a third-round TKO, so these are not uncharted waters for him.
It's a very interesting technique. Gaffney shoots in for the takedown.
Wizard being held there by Peltier. Peltier landing knees from the inside there. Big knee to the body from Gaffney. Gaffney's getting a big reaction on those knees, it looks like.
He is. They are landing flush in the bread box, too. Good sprawl from Gaffney here.
I like that Gaffney's continuing to keep the weight heavy on the hands and head of Peltier. Should snap down again. Yep, there we go. But in the process of allowing Peltier to kind of re-posture himself, he allows for the leg to be taken from the wrestler. And now, position has been reversed. You have Gaffney with butterfly in on one side, looking to get his back to the fence and starting to work up.
And it's not the prettiest, Jordan. It's not the most exciting, fan-friendly, but this is what Peltier needs to do. doing a great job getting the back. He's a little high.
I mean, it's gritty, it's gutsy. Sometimes the grimy grappling exchanges are far from the sexy aspects of the highlight reel type knockouts, if you will.
Yeah.
But it's effective, it works, and as you see from multiple champions across the board at the highest ranks in the world in the UFC, wrestling is a big part of many game plans.
Wrestling is king.
Especially in these elimination ranks where we're talking 180 seconds to work. If you can wrestle and you can get somebody to an advantaged position.
Right here, this is where Gaffney's corner needs to yell at him. He needs to shake, get him off his back.
It was only a matter of time before the leg lock entry was coming there. The knee bar attack from
big ground and pound from Gaffney. You said it earlier, Curtsy, going for those leg locks leaves you wide open.
Certainly, and now with Sam finishing this round seemingly on top.
This is going to be tough. Tough judging.
And they finish the fight. Both in a neutral position, standing, staring each other down. I mean, congratulations to each of these two fighters once again. We can't say it enough for the effort that has been put on by each combatant here tonight. And this is going to be an interesting one as we get those scores calculated from the three cage side judges here tonight. We'll have that official decision over to Aaron Varau here momentarily. As we wrap up this Comments from the Peanut Gallery undercard, folks, how do you have it so far at home? Reach out to us on social media. You can tweet to us at the hashtag CCC18 or reach out to either Josh or I on Instagram. That is Josh at JoshFemMMA or myself, Jordan Kurtz, at Comments from the Peanut Gallery. If you have a great question, we might give you a little shout out here on the air.
Shout out! And we have the decision coming in.
Ladies and gentlemen, put together for these two fighters out here. Now, this part just keeps getting better and better. All the judges have reached a unanimous decision. All three judges scored about 29-28, declaring their winner via unanimous decision. And fighting out of the red corner,
And almost a look of surprise there on the face of Peltier. You know, I mean, that was a fight that could have gone either way. I mean, it was a back and forth affair in each fight. I think that maybe Peltier thought that he got that Gaffney might have got the better of him there in the third round.
Yeah.
But again, that's why they fight the fight, Josh.